Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, chat. Hello, hi, retainers.
Why?
Joey's tired.
You're tired.
Jojo's chipper. Jojo is chipper and Joey is tired.
I'm tired.
She took a nap.
I took a nap.
But I was gonna tell her it's probably not a good idea, but she seemed really tired, so I let her do it anyway.
Oh.
Now she's very tired.
Now we're tired. We're tired.
They're both always tired. That's true.
That is true.
Y'all sound so ippy. I'm good actually. I'm pretty chipper. Don't be tired though.
I'm tired. I'm a tired Kelly.
You're tired, Kitty?
I'm a very tired Kelly.
We have had a very, 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 very busy, week. We've been doing a lot of stuff.
It's been so crazy pants.
Yeah, because we were time simultaneously passed slower than we thought it would, but also faster.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, you know what? It's fine. We don't need to we can take our time and we'll be able to do everything we wanted to do. And then 3 weeks passed and we were like, wait,
yeah,
shit.
literally one night we were just laying in bed and I was like, Ditto, and she was like, what? And I was like, there's so many things we haven't done.
So we were like, you know what? We have 1 more week left in Japan. Let's just cram it all into 1 week. And we are doing it, but we are fucking exhausted. Yeah. But that just means that we have a lot to tell you guys about. We have a lot of shit to talk about the stuff we did.
Yeah.
We went on a lot of adventures. Sounds like how summer used to work? I mean, pretty much. That seems about right. At the beginning, you're like, oh my god, this is so great. I have a whole 2 months. And it feels like you have all this time and you feel like, time isn't passing by that fast, which is great. And then suddenly summer's over.
Yeah.
The moment you stop paying attention, summer's over.
Oh my god, it's already been 6 months of members.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah, look at you guys. You guys are getting your stethoscopes.
The stethoscopes.
Oh my god, you've evolved. You went from being able to use band-aids to syringes, and now you can use stethoscopes.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations on your graduations. You guys are...
You can't say the G word. That's traumatizing in the VTuber community. You can't say the G word. That's a bad word.
Your white coat ceremony.
Going to the toilet around like nunchucks.
I'm happy for you.
You know what? You do that, buddy. You do what
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't do our introduction.
Wait, my goodness.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
I'm Jojo. Good job. Okay. Hello.
If you can't be here because of the power outage, but sends love all the same.
Oh
yeah. Any retainers that are caught in that hurricane, please be safe.
Oh, please stay safe. Oh my god. That's crazy.
It's crazy pants.
Can we listen to your heartbeats? Yes, you can. It's on the right side.
No.
It's on the left side.
It's on the left side.
You use your right hand to put your hand over your heart. That's what I was thinking. That's why I thought right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not a fucking medical professional. I didn't graduate from medicine school.
Yeah.
Wait, is this mic turned all the way up? Okay, yeah, now it's turned all the way up. Okay, Pog. Yeah, but we have a lot to tell you guys. I guess we can start with what did we do first when we were like, let's see. Oh, we went to Harajuku.
Oh, we did go to Harajuku. and we had some really yummy shaved ice.
Oh, so good.
You said the G word again. Oh, Jojo!
When did I say it?
You said I never blank medicine school.
Oh no. Oopsies.
Oops.
Well, anyway, we went to Harajuku.
Yeah, it was I got Didi got matcha flavored shaved ice, and Jimmy got it
Mango
was half
peach.
yeah, it was half mango, half peach. Instructions unclear. Stethoscope is in my butt.
Please take him back out. Get him out.
Yeah, but it was very yummy.
It's delicious.
Yeah, we went to
La Forêt.
we went to La Forêt and we went to Takeshita Street, and there was a lot of peoples.
Oh,
There was
crazy.
a lot of peoples, and it was like a weekday. Oh wait, no, I think we actually, like we were like, oh, it's a weekday. Like we like intentionally went on a weekday.
But it was like a
But
tunnel,
I think
whatever.
I think we accidentally overlapped it with a holiday, so there were so many people. It was
Yeah.
so busy.
We went to La Forêt, which is like a
department store.
a department store with like a bunch of different fashion clothes and stuff. And we went there mostly to just look and see if there was any like fashion subcultures that we
Like
hadn't
styles.
gotten styles that we hadn't gotten clothes from. And we got a couple pieces, but we didn't go crazy like we did at Shibuya 109.
Yeah, we kind of
And-
went crazy pants there.
Yeah, and then we went to Takeshita Street, and there we got picked up like one or two more stuff there, and then, and also the plan was when we went to Takeshita Street, we were gonna go to the Samoyed Cafe.
Yeah, because we noticed, because I was just looking at the map to like see if there was something to eat, and then I noticed that like the Samoyed Cafe that I had like looked at when I was like planning for the trip, I noticed that it was literally right there, and we were like, oh my goodness, we miss pudding so much, we have to go see the puppies. And so we went, and then they were like, all the reservations are filled for today, and we were like,
Shit.
shit.
So then we did eventually go later. We had to make a reservation and we went, but when we went, it was magical.
It was so amazing.
They are so cute and so fluffy. There's 10 of them, 10 Samoyeds, and they are so pretty. And my favorite one, I believe, was a boy or a girl.
She was a girl. She
Oh,
was a
her
girl.
name was Sugar, and she's like almost fully grown. But even though she's almost fully grown, she has a permanently floppy ear.
She was almost fully grown. She was the second youngest.
Was she? But she was
Yeah.
so big.
She was pretty. No, she was definitely.
was
She was like a lot bigger and fluffier than some of the other Samoyeds there. But yeah, I looked at all their birth dates, and she was really young. Did y'all take pictures of the puppies?
We did.
Absolutely.
And we will post them on Twitter soon.
There's this really cute story of something that happened at the Samoyed Cafe, right?
What the fuck is that
What is that
sound?
noise?
What is that noise? Are we gonna die?
I think we're gonna die.
Oh my god, the ceiling's gonna cave in.
Oh, well,
Okay, well,
sucks to suck. Anyways, there was this really cute story. So we got, we bought, like, two little, like boxes of treats so that we could feed the puppies.
yeah, they were like special treats.
Yeah, like it was like their favorite treats. And I like noticed that there was like a younger girl, like she was like what, maybe like
8?
no,
No,
definitely younger than that,
Like
like probably like 6.
Yeah, very little.
She was absolutely precious, but she was like, it looked like she was like wanting to get like the puppies' attention, but because I had the treats in my hand, like the puppies were like super, like they were like, oh, like give me treatsies, give me treatsies. 펭귄님 곧 같은 하늘을 볼 겁니다. Yeah, anyways, and so I like noticed that she was trying to like get the puppy's attention, and so I gave her one of the treats on my box to like feed the puppies, right? And because like it's like whatever, like I wasn't gonna hoard the treats.
Yeah, there were enough treats.
Yeah, and like I like had already like given them to some puppies and gotten some attention, and like it's not like we don't have a Samoyed at home.
Yeah.
We do. We went there because we just needed some Samoyed attention, and it was really cute because like maybe like 10 minutes later. She had also gotten a box of the same treats, and she just shyly comes up and she just like gestures with her hand, and then she just plops one of her treats into my palm, and it was so cute. Like she was like, "You gave me a treat, so I'm gonna give you a treat."
It was so precious.
It was so precious.
Kids here are so much more well behaved than in America.
Yeah, it was super wholesome. It was very cute.
Yeah, and the puppies were very cute. I guess Sugar was not as old as I thought she was because she was very big. But at that size, like at that age, both of Pudding's ears had already like straightened out.
Yeah, they had. Yeah,
but one of Sugar's ears were still folded, and they were folded ever since one of her ears were folded ever since she was a puppy.
Yeah, it was very cute, very floppy, very precious. And there was one, puppy. Her name was Pearl. And she was so food motivated.
She was rabid.
If you realized that you had a treat in your hand, she would literally like climb on top of you to try to get to that treat.
She was like snapping at the other doggy.
She was being a little rough and tumble. She was a little sassy.
She was like, my treat.
Yeah, but she wasn't like aggressive towards the other dog. She was just like, hey, I want the treat.
Yeah.
But like the workers definitely seemed like they had a good grasp on like, you know, like making sure that the puppies were behaving. And it was also really funny because like I guess it's just like us, like our experience with Pudding, because when we were interacting with the dogs, with the Samoyeds, it was almost like we were unconsciously trying to train them because we had treats, so we'd be like, give me your paw, give me your paw.
And the Samoyeds seemed very comfortable. They were clearly very familiar with the workers, and the workers very obviously loved them a lot. It was nice to see, and it was super cute. It was very clean.
Yeah, which is like kind of crazy considering the amount of Samoyeds there were in that space.
It was crazy
because our house has one Samoyed. Well, to be fair, we also have 3 cats, but like sometimes it becomes a disaster.
There's just white fur everywhere.
White fur everywhere.
Yeah, and and also we also this wasn't the day we went to Samoyed Cafe.
Yeah, it wasn't the same day.
We also went to a cat cafe.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, the kitties were so cute. Oh
my goodness, there was this big fluffy orange boy. Like he was so fluffy
and he was so big. He reminded us a lot of Mango, but like if Mango was fluffier, like
and
had longer
like,
fur,
bigger. Like this was he's a big cat. Many Samoyed per square meter. How often do y'all groom Pudding?
We brush her pretty frequently, bath-wise, once every couple months, and every time we do a bath, we like have invested in getting a grooming table. We do it outside, we use a hose, we have all the products, and then we also got a like industrial doggy blow dryer because it takes forever to dry Samoyeds. It takes fucking forever.
So we, I think the very first time we bathed Pudding, which was in Neko Mama and Neko Papa's bathroom, it took us 4 hours.
God, yeah.
Almost 5 hours, but like now we can get it done in like
an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Yeah. We've invested a lot into Pudding's bath time.
Yeah. We try to brush her as often as we can. It's like hard to count because like there'll be a lot of times where like she'll just be laying down and I'll just come at her with a brush.
Yeah. She hates getting brushed. She hates it. We have tried everything.
Which is why we have to catch her by surprise.
Yeah. Like, you know, if you look up like how to get your dog used to being brushed, there's all, you know, these tricks. Obviously you want to use a bunch of positive reinforcement and shit. That's just, none of it works. Pudding hates it. She just oh my god, she's always hated baths. She's always hated being brushed. She just hates grooming. She just hates it, but she is a Samoyed and therefore it has to be done. Yeah, which is so weird because our cats like being brushed.
Well, Mango likes being brushed.
I think Tofu and Kimchi don't mind.
They don't mind, but they will run away sometimes, and you have to like chase them with the little comb.
Mango actively will
loves it. He'll like rub his cheek against like whatever you're using to brush him, like whether it be like a slicker brush or like a comb. Like he just loves being brushed. He is such a good boy. Who hates brushing? Pudding.
Pudding hates it.
Naughty Pudding.
But yeah, there was also a white Maine Coon, pure white, so beautiful.
Actually pretty small for a Maine Coon.
Yeah, it was actually pretty small for a Maine Coon, but it was so he was so beautiful. Very fluffy.
Yeah, but definitely was one of like those like sassy Maine Coons.
Oh yeah.
Like there is this tiny American curl.
Oh, so small.
So little. And the American curl would like come up and like try to be like cute with the Maine Coon, and the Maine Coon would just look at them and then just like walk away. It was so sad.
It was really cute because I took a picture of them sitting next to each other, and it was like peaceful for a second, and then the white Maine Coon leaned down and I was like, oh my god, is he gonna groom the little baby American curl? And he just like started nomming on its ear.
So
he just started like biting its ear. Like, that was not what I expected. But they were very cute. It was also very clean there too.
Oh, it was immaculate. Like you could not find like a single like cat fur clump,
which is crazy because like 90% of the cats there were long fur cats.
Yeah.
There was like three ragdolls. There were a bunch of Persian cats. There was like very fluffy
there is
cats.
that huge gray one that I don't know the
I don't know
breed
what that
of,
was.
but
Norwegian forest cats.
Yeah.
Coon.
Wow, you know a lot of cat breeds. I just know them by color. There was a gray one.
The length of their fur.
There was an orange one.
But they were very, very pretty, and most of them were pretty well behaved. And of course, if you had treats, they walked up to you. But otherwise, they were being cats.
Yeah, it was oh my god, John, you rescued a new cat.
Oh my god,
what's the name?
Yeah, did you name it?
What breed is your cat? No, like I'm so serious. Like the only reason why I know the breeds of our kitties, well, they're all like
they're just American short hair, just domestic short hair.
Like the only reason I know is because like of like the documents and licenses I had to fill out.
The only cat breeds I know are Doo and Doom.
Are we two different breeds?
Are we?
Is that what you're insinuating, Harper?
We have the same tail.
Is that what you're insinuating?
We have different colored fur, but we have the same tail and similar markings, and I'm pretty sure we're the same cat breeds. Well, your ears are a little bit bigger than mine.
That's true. And you
have different boot.
Mush! Oh, that's so cute. Two different breed.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Bonk, bonk.
Yes, the well-known menheaded cat. That is us.
Yeah, but it was really cute because we got like a little ice pop treat, and I was like giving it to the rag doll, one of the rag dolls, and I was like, oh okay, I want to try like give some of it to some of the other cats, and I started like standing up, and the rag doll like got up and like gripped my hand. I was like, oh my goodness, I was like, you have to let me go.
You'll never
to feed your friends.
You'll never confirm what breeds you were. We are Nyanheras. That is our breed.
Yeah.
We are Nyanheras. What else? That day was like cafe day, so we also went to the Sanrio cafe. Super cute.
Oh yeah, it was very cute.
The desserts were really yummy. The drinks were good.
I got the mango smoothly.
I got this. It was like an orange juice float that had like an apple like sorbet on top of it.
Yeah, it was like literally just orange juice with like an apple sorbet on top of it. But the apple sorbet
was so fucking good.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh my
mango
god!
turned into
You drank mango?
No, no, I didn't.
Oh my god! You drank a mango. Oh no!
You reminded me of Lumi. Oh, you have a yummy cat.
You have a yummy cat. Yeah, Sanrio Cafe was really good, but we didn't get to stay there for too long. We just ate, and then we rushed to the cat cafe because we also, on that same day, had a reservation for the Butler Cafe. It's called Swallowtail, and it is the most well-known butler cafe in Japan, and it was kind of incredible, but also super intimidating.
Yeah, no, we were so awkward.
We are too anxious. We're too socially anxious.
It's like they encourage you to like role play, like with the butlers, like act like you're like the lady of the house. But we were so anxious that we were like, at a certain point, our butler just like started asking us like real life questions about our trip.
Yeah, he was like, they're not going to like pretend like they're ladies of the house.
Was like, so what food have you liked so far?
Yeah, he was very kind.
No, he was so
very
nice.
Good at the thing is that's kind of scary is like, so the thing I know about Swallowtail is if you want to work there as like one of the butlers, you need to go through very extensive training and like etiquette and like how to act. It was crazy because like you would just watch them walking around and their postures were so straight.
It was insane.
I don't understand.
And like it was like one of the first things I noticed was that like when they were like leaving a table, it was like almost military-esque. Like they would be like they would like, you know, like bow to you, and then they would like stand up like straight, and then they would like turn on the spot in the direction to face the direction that they were going, and then start walking.
But they made it, but instead of looking military, they made it look very graceful. Like they were actual, but it was crazy. It was insane. And also they knew very proper etiquette. So like
always served you from the right side.
Always served you from the right. So since we were sitting across from each other, they would serve me from my right side, and then he would go around behind me and serve Dumi on her right side. They would come in occasionally and refill our teapots. They refilled our water for us. The food was incredible. It was really delicious, and it was also super fancy. We got the dinner reservations. It was very expensive, but it was but the food was actually super high quality. It was
like fancy food.
It was like fancy shit.
Like it was like a 4-course like dinner, and he like showed it to us like on the menu, like, oh, these are the dishes. And the very first thing was like, I looked at it and I looked at Dudu and I was like, I don't know what this is. What the fuck is this? I was like, I don't know what any of these things are.
Yeah, it was a 4-course meal, and it was very good. And they also, you know, they call you Ojo-sama. They're like, Nasaimasu, Ojo-sama, and then they like, you know, take you to your table, and they do the very, you know, the typical like manner stuff where it's like, oh, they pull out your chair for you, and then they put the little cloth over your
lap.
Whenever you have to go to the bathroom, they escort you there.
Yeah. It was like we even had like a mini like debate, not really like a debate, but like a little moment where like Dudu was like, do they just like wait outside the bathroom? No, they just drop you off at the door.
Yeah, and there's like a little carpet area where like when you come back you wait there so that they can escort you back to the table. When you're going inside, they take your bags and they carry your bags for you, and then when you're leaving, I like just naturally grab my bag and put it around me because I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna go now. But then the butler just stood there waiting because he's supposed to take the bags and escort you out.
I was like, you have to take your bag off and put it back in the basket.
I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, do you want to tell them your really embarrassing story from the Butler?
Okay, so the thing is at Swallowtail is they get a lot of foreign guests, so when you get there, they ask you if you want to be served in Japanese or English, and when they realize that we can speak conversational Japanese, our butler was like, is it okay if I serve you in Japanese? And we were like, yeah, sure. Bad idea. Because as much as we are conversational in Japanese, when you're anxious, all that knowledge flies right out of your head.
And also, like, they were using a lot of like really polite language.
Yeah, very difficult words.
Yeah, which is like, we're not super well versed in like understand, because like
we know
most of the time it's like we're a lot better at understanding Japanese than we are at speaking it. So like if someone's talking to us, we'll pretty much, even if we're like missing like a couple of words here and there, we'll know what they're saying, so like we can answer just fine. But like he was using fancy words, and also this man was tall as fuck, so like he was like talking from like 5 meters in the sky. And like sometimes his words would just get lost on the way down.
Oh yeah. Also, and the thing is like it was very busy. Obviously, their reservations fill up really fast. You have to reserve it. We reserved ours 10 days in advance. And the thing is all the other girls there that were there, they like were very good at like role playing with their butlers. Like they would act like ladies in the house, and they would tease their butlers and be like, what's on my schedule for later, you know, that kind of thing. And so there was a lot of conversations going on around us, so it was very easy for his words to just get get lost, and we were like, ah, shit. But at some point, you know, when he realized that we were awkward as fuck and very socially anxious and we're not going to roleplay, like when we left, we were like, oh, we wish we could have done it a little bit more, but we were too anxious in the moment to actually commit to the bit. So he started just asking us questions about like our stay in Japan, and he asked a question that was saying like, how long are you staying in Japan? After he had, so basically every time like you eat your food, they like replace your silverware for you and they bring you new ones, and then they introduce to you like your next dish before they bring it out to you. He told us that our next dish was going to be a meat dish, and then he was like, hey, how long are you planning to stay in Japan?
And he used the word stay.
Yeah, he used the word stay. He said stay, but then like I misheard the word as stage. I misheard the word as stage, and in my head I was like, okay, he was just talking about meat, about the meat dish that's coming out, and then he asked about stage. I was like, oh, he's asking what stage like of cooking we want our meat to be. You know, like when you get a steak, you like, maybe some people want medium rare, maybe some people want medium well, maybe some people want well done. Like I was like, oh, he's asking what stage of cooking we want our meat dish to be. So I look at him, and you know, Rumi and I are having a little mini debate because she was like, I don't think that's what he's saying. And I was like, no, that's what he's saying.
I was like, I don't think he was asking that.
And so I turned to him. It's so embarrassing. I turned to him and I'm like, medium well? And then he's like, oh no, you're misunderstanding me. I was like, I fucking told you. I was like, he was asking how long we're staying. And Nunu was like, oh my god. And I was like, how? And like the worst part is that like our butler was like, he told us, are you good? I just readjusted and it hurt really bad. Our butler was like, he was like, oh, you guys are really good at Japanese, like I'm really bad at English. I think he was lying to us. I'm almost positive he was lying, because I think he was trying to flatter us, because you know, they're very nice and super polite to you. Like they're very good at, like, since they're so good at their jobs, nothing feels awkward. It's like you're the only one that feels awkward because they're just so fucking good at what they do. But like he told us, he was like, it's good that you're good at Japanese. I'm very grateful because my English is very bad. And I don't fucking believe him, because anytime Rumi and I would like have a little, like, we would be debating what he was saying in like English, we'd be like, what did he say? I think he said this. No, it was this. And whenever we would like argue back and forth, he would be watching us and he would laugh during the silly parts. Like he understood what the fuck we were saying.
He did, because like it's like his head would like ping pong back and forth, like he was like following our conversation, like even a little bit. And it was like when we realized that, we were like, oh shit, because like we were saying the stupidest shit. Like the worst part, or I guess the funniest part, well, like I laughed like too loud within this establishment. Dudu was like, I have to pee so bad, it's pulsing.
No, what I said, I had to. So at that point, okay, you guys have to understand. From the moment we left our hotel room, when we walked out the door, I was like, I kind of have to pee, but it's probably fine. And through the Sanrio cafe and the cat cafe up until the Butler cafe, I was holding in my piss and I had to pee so goddamn bad. So at the table, I'm sitting there and I'm like, Dummy, my pee hole is pulsing.
I laughed so hard. It was like embarrassing, like how loud I laughed.
We were so fucking unhinged at that Butler cafe. And yeah, I'm almost positive because why would you ask if it's okay if we be served in Japanese if English wasn't also another option?
Yeah, if it wasn't an option.
Why would you give us the option if you don't know English?
Exactly.
Like that man knew English.
He knew what we were saying.
Oh my god, it was so
it was really fun though. Like it was nice. It was like I guess like an eye-opener, because I didn't realize how horrible my I'm horribly improper. I realized I was horribly improper. Like I was like, because I like read a lot of like I really like historical fiction. Like I read a lot of like historical like manga and like manhwa and stuff like that. And so like I know a lot of rules for etiquette
and I realized like I just in my like daily life I'm just so improper.
And the thing is when you're in that establishment, it is like the decorations, everything, it is immaculate.
It's so amazing.
It is so beautiful. It literally looks exactly like a fucking like rich ass mansion dining hall. When you're in there, you feel like it's just in your bones, like you feel like you have to have manners. So I was like, and I have a bad habit of just resting my arms on the table, and every time I notice it I'd be like, oh shit, right, no elbows on the table, even though it's just a fucking restaurant. You can do whatever you want. But I was like it's not an actual fine dining establishment. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's like a little like entertaining little fantasy restaurant cafe place. But I was like, oh, I have to keep my elbows off the table. And then I was like, hey, Dumi, I was like, elbows on the table is like a rude thing, right? And Dumi was like, yeah. And as she was explaining to me the reason why historically it was considered rude, she just
My elbows were on the table.
elbows were on the table.
And the worst part was trying to drink tea properly, because like you have to like pick up the saucer and then drink your like tea and then put your tea back on the saucer and then put the entire thing back down on the table. But I kept on like doing it like in sections.
And the thing is the funniest part is we didn't even have to do that.
No, we didn't have
You
to.
can drink your tea however the fuck you want. You can just act like you're in a normal restaurant, okay? Like,
And, like it made it worse because like I would like pick up the cup and like take a sip and be like, oh shit, and then like pick up the saucer separately.
after she had already drank the tea. It's like you don't have to act like that, but we felt like it was appropriate, so it felt like it's what needed to be done, even though it wasn't. Yeah, I tried to do the pinky thing and then I just forgot to.
Yeah, me too. Oh, it was also really cute because the butler, like when he gave us our tea, he was like, he said, you guys, because like our clothes were like, we were wearing like two like kind of like cute casual shirts, but that we got from the same place. So they were like similar in style, and he was like, you guys are matching, so I got you guys matching teacups too in the colors that colors that match, and it was really cute. Was the butler hot?
No.
He was just a man.
He was just an older gentleman.
And another, like, one of the reasons why I think it was so hard for us to, like, kind of, like, get into character and, like, kind of, like, speak, like, freely
he was
with him.
so clearly, like, much older than us.
Yeah, he was, like, he was, like, clearly at least 10 years older than us, and we just, like, in our like Asian ass brains, like we were like, we cannot like speak informally to someone, like just like loosely like address someone who like we know is older than us that we like have never met before.
Also, you're like, they encourage you to play the part of a snobby rich lady, but we don't know how to be mean to service workers. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, we were like, we couldn't, like, not even Foxy Grandpa. He had an incredible mustache.
Oh yeah, like you know those
like a fucking like handlebar mustache.
Crazy. He was very spiffy. Don't get us wrong. He was styled to the fucking nines. All those butlers were wearing like the most sleek ass like butler outfit,
like ironed as all hell, not a single wrinkle.
He was spiffy as fuck, but I wouldn't say he was hot. There were like cute butlers there, but each butler gets assigned like our butler was not, but he was so damn good at his job.
Yeah,
he was.
Brahm served you. Well, he wasn't as wide as Brahm.
He was like he was
kind of a telephone pole.
Yeah, he was tall and skinny, but
he was so fucking tall.
Oh my god, he was so good at his job. It was so intimidating.
It was so intimidating. Because also like every time they like stop by your table before they leave, they bow to you, right? And like every single time we would bow back, because it was like we wouldn't even notice that we were doing it. And then at a certain point we were like, wait a minute, are we supposed to be bowing back to the butlers?
None of the other girls there were bowing back to their butlers.
It got to the point where the butler was like, this is your house, so you should relax a bit.
Yeah, he was like
we were so
he literally
awkward.
said, oh, my ladies, this is your home, remember, you should relax. And I'm like, it's like
literally like against our blood to be like anything but like uber polite to service workers
and people older than us, and like especially like because he looked easily like late 30s early 40s.
Yeah,
easily. And so it was like And the thing is, there were butlers there that looked like they were in their like mid-20s,
Yeah,
like really young ones,
sure.
or ones that looked much older. Like there was a guy that was straight up just a grandpa. Like he looked like he was like 60.
So good. I was like, I would, if he like was like, yeah, I genuinely like was a butler
I would've
for
believed
like
him, yeah.
the highest class, I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Like it's just and so like because I looked at, nobody else was bowing to their butlers and their butlers up. They just like continued to eat like they were. It was just a very normal thing.
How do you just ignore someone who's like serving you? Like I don't
Bowed
understand.
back every time until the very end. Even after he told us to relax, we like kept bowing.
When we like essentially left the establishment at 90-degree angles, like we were like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And then after the Butler Cafe, oh, Rumi found love, guys.
I am in love.
Rumi found love. Would you like to tell the retainers about your new love interest?
Yes, I am
Where
in
did
love.
we go?
It wasn't the same day. I think it was the next day actually.
No, the cafe. No, we went to Double the same day as the Butler Cafe, and then we went again.
Oh,
The first time we went to
oh
Double
wait,
was
yeah,
the
you're right. You're
Butler.
right. Oh yeah. I'm in love. We went to a danso cafe. For those of you who don't know, a danso cafe is
It's like a bar.
it's like
a bar cafe.
It's like a bar cafe where it's just a bunch of really hot women that are dressed like men, and they like.
It's just a bunch of really hot cross-dressing women. They were so beautiful.
And you like, obviously you like pay for the hour, and then usually you get like a free drink like with the hour, and then every drink after that you like just pay for, but you can like like pay to get like a techie, which is like a Polaroid with like one of your choosing,
Like a staff of your choosing.
staff of your
They were different
choosing.
because they all had like different styles. Like of like what kind of like they were basically like hot women cosplaying like hot anime boy tropes. It
Yeah.
was so fucking hot.
Yeah, and when we like went to 3 different ones, but we have like a favorite one that we went to more than once.
It was
And
called Double.
it was called Double. And because we went to Double the first day, and when we like walked in, we were like super awkward because it was like our very first experience at a danso cafe, and like and the person that like came to like introduce like the menu, like the system, they call it the system, which is like just like how like essentially how it works, how like their specific establishment works. Like they're all pretty similar, but there are just like a couple of differences like here and there, and like I was like, oh my god, like she's so hot. And then but yeah, usually there'll be like more than one. There'll be like, I think like usually on average we'll like five-ish, yeah.
Five-ish, five working.
And it was like we were like super awkward because like we were like, oh, is it gonna hurt their feelings if we like point out someone else? And our first day when we went there, we were like, okay, well, like let's get a techie with like one of the workers, one of the staff, and like let's just like, we went really late too, so like we were like literally the last order. Like they were like, oh, we can do 1 drink, but like 2 would probably be a little difficult because it's our last order. And we were like, yeah, that's fine. And so
Oh yeah, also they can make you, if you pick the original cocktail, you pick a staff member, one of the people working there as like the person to make you the original cocktail, and they make you one in like the way they perceive, like in your image. They're like, so like, for example, that day I was wearing like black and Dumi was wearing pink. We like swapped styles.
Yeah.
And so Dumi got like this really like pastel, like baby blue pink swirled cocktail with ice cream on top, and
And
I got
sprinkles.
this. Yeah, and I got this like it was so good. It was like this. It was
and
like
butterfly tea.
Yeah, butterfly pea tea. It's
Yeah.
like a butterfly pea flower thing. The tea. It was like this gorgeous like deep blue color. It was sweet, delicious. And they also ask you like, do you prefer sweet? Do you prefer like?
Yeah.
And then they make you a drink in your image in the way they perceive you, and it was so fucking good. They are so good at their jobs, and
Yeah.
they're so good at like being like charming and entertaining.
Yeah, and like when like a second person came to get our orders, and I wanted to get like the original cocktail, and they were like and she was like, oh, who do you want to make it for you? And I was like, oh, you can make it for me. And then she turned to Dudu, and she was like, who do you want to make it? And then
And I panicked.
Dudu hard panic because I chose the person who was taking our order because I figured that Dudu would want to ask the person who like initially introduced us to the system. And
But like she had left at that point. I didn't get her name.
She went to the bathroom.
Yeah, so I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what oh my god, like I like was looking around. I was like, I didn't know who to pick, and I was panicking because everybody was so beautiful. So then I also went, oh, you can make it for me too, and she was like, oh, are you sure you both want me? And then Dumi was like, I'll take the person who like initially introduced us.
Yeah, because like she had like just come out of the bathroom, and like the person who was taking our order was like, oh, like she's here too, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll get my drink from her. And so I ended up and like she's the one that made me the blue pink ice cream, like very cutesy. And so I ended up getting my checky with her too.
Dumi fell in love with her.
And I fell in love because, guys, you will not even believe they like leave like whoever like. Obviously they'll like walk around and they'll talk to everybody, like they'll spend like a couple minutes like in conversation with you, and like so you get to talk to like pretty much everyone.
You can also pay extra to basically have them drink like a full drink with you, or like have a meal with you, so like you can talk to them for a longer period of time. We did not do that. We just paid for the original cocktail, and then we also got the Polaroid, the checky.
Yeah. But when we were leaving, the person who made my drink and then the person who made Dudu's drink, they like walked us out. And also, the person who made my drink, she is like studying Korean, so like she was like trying to speak in Korean with us after she found out that we were
so
Korean.
sweet.
And it was so fucking cute.
Because we were like, oh, we can kind of speak Japanese, but then like none of them, they were all pretty bad at English, and she was like, wait, you're Korean? Can you speak Korean? That's easier than English. So she like would try to speak Korean with us, and it was so
really
cute.
And they like walked with us out of like the establishment and like called the elevator for us. Duda had another embarrassing moment where like while she was bowing, her butt was like in between the elevator doors, and then the elevator doors closed on her.
It closed on my ass.
It was really funny.
And they were like, oh no, and they like had to like
so embarrassing.
hold the door open.
But like the girl who made my drink, she was like, oh, are you guys gonna come back?
We'll call her M. Let's just call her M. Because her name started with an M. So let's just call her M-san.
M-san. So M-san was like, are you guys gonna come back? Like, oh, I work tomorrow. And we were like, oh, we're gonna try really hard, or like to come back.
We did.
And then
we did go back.
We went back.
We did.
And then so we got in the elevator, and as the doors were closing, M-san and I had the craziest eye contact. Like it was she was like, we were staring into each other's eyes.
Rumi would not shut up about it.
And then like we went down in the elevator, and I was like, I'm in love. And it was like, you're so fucking annoying.
I was like, you're fucking delusional. What the fuck do you mean intense eye contact? She was like, no, you don't understand. As the doors were closing,
like until like the very last second, like our eyes were locked. And obviously it's her job.
She's supposed to be charming and like
to get you to come back.
Yeah, that's their job.
Obviously I know that. I don't fucking care.
Are you gonna ask for her number? We really wish we could, but they're professionals. You can't do that with them.
And then we went back the next day because Emerson was like, I'm working. And then we were like, that was it. The next day was when we went to the other two danso cafes, which were like, they were both also like really fun, but like I'm in love with M-san, right?
Double is okay. So the difference is Double, the one that we kind of cemented as our favorite, is the one of the more popular ones in Japan, and they are all very, very professional, really like just streamlined, good at their jobs. None of them are, they all like are very good at playing their characters. They are very good at charming women, very, very good at it. The other two were kind of more casual, like it almost felt like you were just talking with friends as opposed to like that were also hot, as opposed to like talking with people, like because with Double you know like that it's their job, like they're very good at like making that separation, so they'll charm you, but it's like very obvious that it's their job. But with the other two it was like much more casual, like them kind of like, it was kind of like they were just like your friends, so like it was easier to talk to them. I was less awkward, at least I when we like had better conversations with them. But at Double it was really awkward because they are so gorgeous and so good at their jobs and so intimidating.
They will literally like stare you in the eye and tell you that you're adorable. Like it. Oh my god! An out of body experience. So we went back.
Crazy. We went back, yeah.
And then like Dudu went in first, and then I went in, and I was
Fighting with the door.
I was fighting the door. But men go there, of course. Like the second day we went, there was a man there.
Yeah, anybody can go.
Anybody can go.
And they'll treat you all the same. Like,
yeah,
they will
everybody's
charm you no matter what.
Yeah, but I was fighting the door because the door was refusing to close. I was literally like legitimately fighting this door. I was like, And
then they were like, you can just leave it open.
M-san was like, you can just leave it. And I was like, oh shit. But apparently,
oh yeah, when I walked in, I peeked my head in, and she saw me, and she instantly was like, oh, you really came. And I was like, oh, she remembered us.
So I got a second check-in with M-san.
She got a second one. Also, M-san fed me a shot, guys.
There was an option where you could pay. Hi, I hid away the bathroom at work to pay for a membership. I can't hear or see anything else right now. But
we love you too, Doggo.
Doggo. Yeah. Because there's like the option, it's called cast. It's like you can cast drink, cast shot, cast food. So like those are like the options. So like you can share a drink with them, you can share a shot with them, or like you can share like a dish with them. I was like, oh, I'll share a shot with M-san, right? And so like she was like, arigato. And so like she like pulls out like a box of like, you know, those mini like shot bottles, and she was like, oh, like what do you want to drink? And I was like, oh, like whatever you like. And she was like, okay, we'll do this one. And she was like, how good are you with like alcohol? And I was like, I have a pretty high tolerance. And so I was like just expecting her to like, she took out 2, and so I was expecting her to just like give one to me, and then like she would just take one. She looks at me, and she's like holding one of them in her, like I'm like holding one and she's holding one, and she's like, is this okay? And I was like, yeah. And so she puts the one in her hand down, and then she grabs my hand that's holding the shot bottle, and then she drinks it like with like our hands. And then I'm like,
she basically had Doomy feed her the shot.
Yeah. And then isn't that no, Dudu has the bad tolerance. I mean, like, it's not, I have a high tolerance, I guess, like, for being a short Asian girl. I guess that's the best way to explain it. And then so, like, while she was, like, you know, like, opening the next one, I was, like, no, like, Dudu can tell you, like, I was, like, staring at my hand. I was, like, what the fuck just happened? And then she was, like, and then she like, took the little bottle, and then she like pressed it to my lips, and then she was like, look up, and I was like, and she fed me the shot, and it was so embarrassing because like she was like pouring it in my mouth, but like it wasn't like coming out that much because like my head wasn't tilted back enough. And so she like said look up, and then I like tilted my head up, and then so like more went in, but I had to swallow, but like I think my head was in a really awkward position because I was trying to lean forward at the same time, so my throat was kind of closed, so I literally like swallowed like I wonder if you guys heard that. It was a very audible gulp. But like afterwards I was like, the first thing I said, like, and then like you know, like after like she like left to like, you know, go like talk to some of the other customers, I like turned to Dudu and I was like, I wish I had a video of that.
And the thing is like, just watching from the side, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was very, very strangely intimate. And you guys have to understand, like, this is not a special thing. Anybody who orders a cash shot, like, they're probably going to have the same experience, like, you know, because their job is
or
to
like a similar one at least.
Yeah, their job is to make you fall in love with them so you keep coming back and spending money. That is their job. But like, it was incredible. And the second day when we went back, I fell in love.
You just fell in love. And it was so crazy because like it was like every time Emma-san would come over, like I would like you know, just like stare at her face because she was so hot. But like whenever like Dudu would talk to
Rio.
Well,
oh fuck, I was supposed
our
to say
son. We'll call her
our son.
Our son. Like she'd be like, she would literally, she couldn't get through like for the first like 2 conversations, she couldn't get through a single sentence. She'd be like, and they like cover her face and just be like, I
I couldn't stop laughing because I was so awkward and so shy because she was so beautiful. I just like could not do it. I couldn't look her in the eye. I was just covering my face and laughing because like I didn't know what else to do. And she would just stand there and she was like super. She was
like, what did she say? She was like, you laugh a lot. And I was like sitting next to her, like I was like, Niru. I was like in English, I was like, can you like say something? I was like, finish your sentence. I was like, this is so embarrassing.
So the thing is they all like they wear wigs because they're essentially, you have to look at it like almost like a casual cosplay. Our son, like M's son had her standard wig was like a brown, it was brown hair with like it was slightly like reddish tint. My the love of my life, our son, she had a pink wig. It was like a dusty pink color, and she had like pins like holding the one of the side bangs back, and it was like so beautifully styled. And she was also tall as fuck. She was so damn tall, and she, oh my god. And like she made me a drink, and when she made me a drink, it was like really, it was super pretty. It was like baby blue, and it had ice cream on it, and it was so cute. And I took my second polar because the person that I initially took my polar with, like, she was very attractive. Everybody there's super hot.
Yeah, but she wasn't working the second day.
Yeah, she wasn't working the second day, and also like I didn't feel that much of a connection with her. But like our son, she made me the drink, and I like could not keep my eyes off of her. And then we took the picture together, and she looked at my outfit and she said, "Oh my god, you are so cute." And I was like, "Oh my fucking god, are you?" I can't, like, my brain short circuited. And then as we were leaving, I was like, "Oh, I wish I had done the cast shot with her too. I wish I could have experienced it." We are going back. We are. We don't know if M-Sun or R-Sun will be working.
If M-Sun isn't working, I think I'm gonna like jump off the building. I swear to God.
If our son is not working, I will also be killing myself. But we don't know if they'll be working again, because there's like a pretty large like amount of them that work, and they don't all work every single day. It's like there's like a cast of, I want to say there's like maybe like 10 of them, and then like every day like 5 of them work, and it can be different. But I was literally in fucking love with that woman, and we took the checky together, and she held my hand, and we got really close, and she called me cute. And then afterwards, so what they do with the Polaroid after you take it is they like use like paint markers to like draw on it and decorate it for you. M-Sun was really cute. She drew little Samoyed ears.
Yeah, because we were talking about pudding.
Yeah. She drew like little Samoyed ears on hers. Our son was so good at drawing. She like drew like this big heart around us, and then colored in the outside so that the picture looked like it was like a heart picture, and she drew hearts all over it and like bows, and it was so precious. And then when we were leaving, you know, they walk you out, and you know, it's very obvious which one you like, because if you're like, oh, I want this one to make my drink and I want this one to make a check, they're like, okay, she likes me. So they like will walk you out. So M-Sun and R-Sun walked us out, and Dumi once again swears she had a cosmic moment with M-Sun.
I was like, I wanted the elevator, and I like, you know, like took my attention away to click the elevator button for the first floor, right? And so I clicked the button, and then I like look at them again, and as the doors were like closing, and like M-Sun was like tilting her head like into the opening of the like the elevator doors to like catch my eye, and we had an eye contact moment. It's her job. It's her job.
Honestly, I kind of get it, because our son and I also had, you know, when you watch Mulan, the second Mulan movie, and what is it, the short one, the short gruff one,
the short gruff one.
He's like we met eyes and we shared a cosmic moment. Like that was me with our son. Like I was in the elevator, and I was like, okay, let me see if they actually keep eye contact with you. So I was just staring at her. She was staring me in the eye the whole time. When I looked up at her, she was already looking me dead in the fucking eye, and the entire time until the doors closed, we were making eye contact. She was smiling and waving at me, and I was like, I am literally in love with you. Like, you are so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, and also when you like get a checky, like they like ask you what pose you want to do, but like, and like, so like both times I was like, oh, like whatever you want to do. And like the first one was like, the first checky was like we just like, you know, like held hands, and then like just like looked into the camera. The second one, she was like, okay, and she like intertwines our fingers with one hand, and then she grabs my other hand and like puts it on her shoulder, and I was like, you don't even know how in love with you I am.
Like pulled Dumiklu. They were in like a dance pose. It was crazy. And our son and I, we also like held hands and took the picture. And she was so tall. I love me a tall woman. And I am so sad that danso cafes don't exist in America, because once we leave Japan, we are never gonna see them again.
I know. And like the worst part about the checky is I look so bad.
They look so beautiful and we look like a hot mess.
I look so bad in them. Like whenever I look at them, like I can't look at myself because I'm like, God, I'm so fucking ugly.
Honestly, I would be willing to recreate and draw the pictures because they were so beautiful. And then you guys can see like what kind of hairstyles they had and the kind of like vibes they were giving off. But oh my God, our son was, we're going back. Probably.
We're going back.
Literally tomorrow, we're going back.
Yeah. Anyways, now that we talk about how we're in love with
hot
service
women.
workers, which it is their job to make you fall in love with them, we went to Tokyo Disney Sea. Also,
Tokyo Disney Sea.
We didn't spend a whole lot of time there because we've been like literally going out like every day and like walking around and stuff, and our bodies they're starting to shut down a little bit, so we couldn't spend like a whole lot of time there because we were just like in so much pain. But I got a Lena Bell.
So if you guys don't know, Japan has their own like Disney mascots called Duffy and Friends, and so it's like Duffy's a bear, and then he has like a little bear girlfriend, kind of like Mickey and Minnie. It's like Japan's version of them, and then they all have like their own friends. They have a bunny friend, a puppy friend, a cat friend, and a fox friend, and a turtle friend. And Rumi really likes the fox one. Her name is Lena Bell, so she got like a plushie of her and got like the little ears for her. I got ears for the puppy one, which is Cookie Ann, and the bunny one, which is Stella Lou. And now I'm just happy because now whenever we go back to Disney World in America, we have these super special ears of the Japanese characters, and nobody else is gonna have them, and we're gonna be special.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was also really cool because like the overall vibe and like the energy was very similar to Disney in America, so it didn't really like it like obviously felt like, you know, like because there were different attractions, but it just felt like Disney. But they had an entire like aerial section, which was like really like well designed, and it was beautiful, and they had like this like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea little section, which was also super cool. Yeah, like it was really nice, and the temperature started off a little warm. I think it was just because like the sun was so powerful, but once the sun started going down, like the breeze was super nice, so like the temperature was like it wasn't like horrible to like be walking around. And we also rode a new train line for the first time, and this one like didn't have like a wall like in front of like the tracks, so it was just like you could just like stare down into the train tracks, and it was actually a little scary.
You could just fall in if you're not paying attention.
Like it was
crazy, scary. But Disney was beautiful as it always is. And then today we just got back. We went, well, not just got back. We got back a couple hours ago, and we went to it's like a combo hot springs water park kind of place. It's called Unison, and we went there because it was good that we went there because our bodies were falling apart, and the springs were very nice. All the hot baths were super nice. They had like a coffee bath, a red wine bath, a sake bath. Keep in mind,
there was a yakisoba bath that Nudu convinced me to go into.
I don't know what it was because it smelled like fruits. It was fruity. I don't know what
smells fruity, but like all the branding for it was like, oh, look at this like very famous like instant yakisoba, and I was like, Nudu, I am not gonna become yakisoba. And she was like, we have to go in. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to go in the yakisoba bath, and she made me go into the yakisoba bath.
It was actually really nice.
It was nice.
Very
it was
fruity.
Nice.
And the thing is also, you have to keep in mind, like when I say wine baths and like coffee, it's not like literally like just it's very diluted,
incredibly diluted. Like you can't like, well, first of all, there were humans in it, but like even if there weren't humans in it, it wasn't like you weren't gonna get drunk off of being in the wine bath.
No, because also if you just bathe in just straight coffee, that is not good for you.
Not good for you.
But they do have like properties that are good for your skin. So like yeah, the coffee bath was really, it was very diluted, but it still smelled faintly of coffee, like a really nice coffee scent. It was really, that was probably our favorite one. The sake bath just, it didn't smell like sake, or in the wine bath didn't smell
fucking
like
hot.
The sake bath was so
The sake bath was so hot. We couldn't spend a lot of time in there because we literally felt like we were cooking.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm about to become a dumpling. Like, this is so bad.
The wine bath didn't smell like wine, but the water was red. It was very diluted. So like if you tried to like scoop it up with your hand, it almost looked clear.
Yeah.
But because there was so much of it, it looked like a deep red color. The coffee bath was really nice, and then there's also like, and that's the part with all the specialty baths is just the regular unison part, which is for all genders. You basically just wear a swimsuit and you go. They have like some water slides and stuff, and then there is a naked zone for like men and women, which is like
they're separated.
They're separated, obviously. And though in like the regular unison park, you can take your phone in, but you can't take your phone into the naked zone for obvious reasons. You basically just strip down completely naked, and you are just with a bunch of other naked. Like,
yeah, it's just like classic onsen.
Yeah, and
but like those baths were really nice.
and because it was up in the mountains, it was beautiful.
Was there? Oh yeah, there was also a green tea bath, but well, I don't know if the retainers know. I have pretty bad contamination OCD.
Dumi refused to go in there because
I couldn't go in there because there I saw like there was like something floating in there that someone had tracked in on their foot, and I just could not go in.
Dumi
But there was a green tea bath. Yes, we just didn't go in.
Yeah, and we did a little contest. There was like a really hot bath in the naked zone, and we both went in. It stung. It was like one of those things where, you know, when there's like a really, people who enjoy really hot showers probably know what I'm talking about. It's like it stings your skin because it's hot, not so hot that it'll burn you, but it like still kind of hurts. But then as your body gets used to it, it gets better. And so we went in. It stung, and we were gonna be like, okay, we gotta see who can stay in here the longest. I won.
Yeah, it was like, and the worst part is that it's like I didn't even like get out consciously. It's like I was like talking. I was literally just like yapping, and then I think my brain just like unconsciously was like, too hot, let's get out. And I just like stood up, and it was like, and I was like, oh shit, I lost.
But it was fun. And then afterwards, the like right underneath the springs area, there's like restaurants. We went to this really, really good yakiniku place. It was very expensive because the meat was extremely high quality, and it was so fucking good.
It was really good. And then it was also our first experience riding the Shinkansen, which was
the bullet
exciting.
train. That's a Japanese bullet train.
Yeah, that was exciting. But like, when we came back, when we were like leaving, like when we like left the Shinkansen, we like had our little like Shinkansen tickets, right? And so we like put them back in through the gate, but we went through the gate that was like, oh, like go through this gate if you're transferring to like the so and so line. And we were like, oh, okay, we're transferring to that line. And so we like went through that gate, and so we got on the train that would take us back to like our home like station. And so we got off, and we tried to go through we tried to leave through the gate, but like we scanned our Pasmo cards, and it was like error. It was like error. And we talked to an attendant, but like we were at a gate and there was no attendant, right?
So we were stuck.
Like we went to the machine, and we were like, do we have to like insert our Shinkansen ticket, like receipt, like the little receipt that we got? We put it in, and it was like,
we tried
cannot
everything.
complete this transaction here. We were like, what the fuck? And we like clicked the little like call button for the attendant. The attendant was like, your JR line pass, and I was like, I have my Pasmo, and he was like, only JR line pass. And we were like, what the fuck are we supposed to do?
So we just got stuck. So we had to go all the way back to like
around to the other gate, because that one has like a booth where there's like a worker station.
Yeah, and then
just in case.
We went to him, and he was like, you rode the Shinkansen. We were like, yeah, and then we gave him the receipt. He looked at it and he was like, okay, you can go. And that was it.
Yeah, so
that was it.
We think that maybe it was like because we didn't scan our Pasmo cards, like going in through a gate to that line, when we tried to scan it, like try to like leave, it was like, but you never came in. You didn't come in.
So it just
how are you leaving when you didn't come in?
Yeah, it got confused, and so that's why the guy was just like, "Okay, you can go." And we were like,
bye.
"Okay."
We're like, "Okay."
And that was weird. I was like, "Are we gonna die in the fucking
I was
subway
like, we're gonna be
station?
trapped here
Are we
forever.
just gonna be trapped here forever? Like, are we gonna have to hop the gate to like leave?"
And just start running.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And like the the funniest part is that we were like, oh, this like little like hot spring park trip is going to be so good for our bodies. Like it'll like, you know, like be so good for like our like back and like hip, leg, ankle, shoulder, upper back pain. And like it was so good there. And then like the moment we got back, like we like got off like the second like subway train, and I just look at Dudu and I was like, my body hurts.
It seems we're too chronically ill for even the hot springs to heal us. Also, when we went to the second day, when we went to like the 3 different danso cafes, Double, our favorite, was the first one we went to, and then we went to a cosplay one. Everybody working there were cosplayers, and they like give you like a card with their name and their like Twitter handles and Instagram handles and stuff. And they were also very attractive, and like it was easy to talk to them because we were into the same things. Like we could talk about our favorite animes and they would know it. We talked about Genshin, we talked about like utaites and odorite, like things that we normally don't talk about with people in America because they don't really know what it is. They knew about it like at all. It was very easy to talk to them. And then after that, we went to it was like a visual K, like Chuni kind of themed danso cafe, and they were very big fans of VTubers there. And so then I casually am like, oh yeah, we're VTubers. That's that's what we do as work. And they're like, oh my god, no way, what's your channel?
We were definitely
drunk,
many drinks in.
Oh yeah, we were. I was wasted at that point, and because they were like, oh, like it, because I remember what she said. She was like, was it hard getting off like work? They were like, she was like, oh, what about work? Because whenever they were like, how long are you staying? They were like, oh, you're staying for a long time. And she was like, what about work? And I was like, oh, well, we're streamers, we're VTubers, so we work on our own schedule. And she was like, no way, you're VTubers? What's your channel? She's like, oh, you probably can't tell me that, can you?
And we were like,
and I'm like, no, I can tell you. Here it is. So we gave them
it was
YouTube
also
channel.
really funny because on their drink menu, like they had like cool names, right? And I was like, oh, like this drink sounds good. Like I'll have the Excalibur. Immediately she was like, are you gonna be okay?
That's
because apparently that was their strongest drink because it had what did it have? Tequila, gin,
blue curacao,
and then lime. And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. And I drank it and I was like, oh, it's like not even like that strong. And like I ordered a second one and they were like, oh my gosh, you're getting 2 Excaliburs. And I was like, damn, I guess
cocktails are
really weak. And
I got the Athena, which was like a strawberry, like it was like strawberry juice and like it was tequila, and it tasted so sweet.
It just tasted like juice.
It didn't taste like alcohol at all. And she was like, half of that is tequila. And I was like, but it just tastes like juice. And she was like, America is scary.
Yeah, no, they were like, oh my gosh. She was like,
what if they're in chat right now? Konnichiwa.
I had to take a call from a customer. Tell them no.
But yeah, so we gave one of them our channel, and then the second one, when there were 3 of them working, and then when the second one, the other one that was there, one of the other ones found out that we were VTubers, she was like, no way. She was like, oh, that's really cool. And like, because we would talk about it, and they were so excited, they were like so impressed, and they were hyping us up so much.
Yeah, we were like, I swear, like we're not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and they were like so amazed. And then she was like, well, and then the other one was like, she was like, oh, what's your like names? And we were like, oh, well, and then the other one that we had given the channel was like, oh, I got their channel. And she was like, you got their channel? And she was like, yeah, I'll show it to you later. And I was like, oh fuck.
And half tequila, that sounds scary, easy to get drunk. Yeah, like we were definitely tipsy. And then that was when after that oh, thank you, Tinkerbogger. Dudu, that was when Dudu made the tweet about our late night ramen, and then we didn't know whether we would make it back to our hotel in time because it was like, because the train the subway stops running at like around like midnight, and it was like 11:40, and like Dudu was like, we're not gonna make it back. I was like, it's fine. She's like, we're not. She was like, we might have to call an Uber, and I was like, no, we're gonna make it.
We
ended up making it.
But yeah, they so now two very attractive women who work at a danso cafe know our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were super sweet about it. They were like very excited. It was really cute. And Also, that night, something I thought was funny was Dumi kept doing that thing she does where she was like, no, I feel sober. Like, I'm not drunk at all. But then she would do the stupidest thing that a sober person does not do. Like, she would be like, I'm not drunk. And then she'd be like, swing low, sweet cherry, hot. And I was like, Dumi, a sober person doesn't do that.
I just wanted to sing my song. Because there's something wrong with me wanting to sing my song.
And you would like be walking weird and swaying, but then you were so convinced you were sober. Like, that is not how that works. I was wasted. Tequila got me tequila because I also had a drink earlier that night that had gin in it, and tequila and gin got me so fucked up.
Did she do any of the did you know things?
No, she was just really desperate for the ramen, and she also was just like very enamored by pretty women.
I was.
They were so beautiful.
I did get caught in cycles of talking about the same thing over and over.
Yeah, which is something she does when she is tipsy, at least. We are going back again to double tomorrow. We will update you guys on Twitter whether or not M-san or R-san were there. I'm making a bet that one of them will be there and the other one won't. So we're going to see who dies tomorrow.
Yeah, one of us will be dead.
I think it'll be actually amazing if M-san is there 3 times in a row.
That would make me so fucking happy.
I just want to see R-san again. Like,
No, if I don't see M-san tomorrow, we're going back again.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, because if I don't see R-san tomorrow, we're going back again. No, because the thing is Dumi got to do the shot thing with M-san. I didn't get to do it. What if I want a pretty lady to feed me?
Both of them are out. We'll just be very sad.
Then we'll be very sad, and we'll go back again until we see them. Because I want to be able to say goodbye to them, be like, oh, we're not coming back. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say bye. Who? The pretty ladies at the danso cafe that we fell in love with.
Yeah. Because I don't even know when we're leaving. When are we leaving Japan? Was it Wednesday?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday?
Yeah, the 2nd. We have...
Say it's not so.
We have like 3 more chances to see M-san or R-san again, because it's Saturday right now, right?
Fiction.
It's Saturday? Yeah, we're leaving on the 2nd.
No, we're leaving on Wednesday.
Oh, we are?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then we have 4 more chances to see them again. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We will have to go back every single day if we have to. I swear y'all landed in Japan yesterday.
I feel the same way.
That's really how it feels. We're leaving too soon, but I'm excited to go back to Korea. It's been a while, and getting to see family again is gonna be nice.
Yeah, because our cousin has 2 baby boys that we've never met, that we've yet to meet.
She had those boys back to back. I'm not exaggerating. She gave birth.
Had one, and then maybe 2 months later she was pregnant again.
Yeah, like,
it
how
was
does that...
crazy pants.
And the thing is you're not supposed to get, like, your hormones are still supposed to be out of whack, so it's not easy to get pregnant again.
How's the Plessy situation? It's critical. It is absolutely critical.
We have to get another suitcase for sure.
I think we have to get another suitcase.
It's not a you think, it's confirmed.
It's critical. We have hit critical mass.
There's so much, and it's not even just plushies, like figures, anime merch, the clothes.
Dude is 42 Gojo merches. It's literally I think maybe at least 28 acrylic stands.
I'm gonna make a shrine for him.
She's gonna make a shrine.
Also, because the thing is initially the plan was oh, what if we just get a cardboard box? Because you can ship that. You can ship that as as you would ship suitcases. You can do that. So we were oh, what if we don't have to invest in a suitcase, and we could get a suitcase from family in Korea? What if we just use a cardboard box? And then I thought about it, and I was like, Numi, if we put all of our merch and plushes and stuff in that box, you're not going to be able to carry it. Even if you can lift it, you are not going to be able to lift that giant ass box because you can't balance it on one fucking hand and then drive the suitcase with the other. And we're going to have 3 suitcases, and I can't pull along 3 suitcases. So I was like I can pull along 2 like any normal person. I can't pull along 3. That's going to be crazy. And I was like, you're not going to be able to carry that box. And she was like, fuck, we might have to actually get another suitcase.
Yeah. Hope you don't have to pay taxes to bring into Korea as well as America with that amount. They might think you're resellers.
We're just insane.
Yeah, we're just crazy pants. What's each of your favorite merch things you've gotten? Well, I love Turnip. I also love Boss. I do also love my Lena Bell.
Lena Bell is the plushie that she got at Disney Sea, and then Boss is the fuzzy, fluffy, soft Mabostiff plushie she got. He's a big boy, and then Turnip is the fuzzy Bulbasaur. my favorite is probably well,
I also got a lot of cheekity stuff, so
Yeah.
I do all of my cheekity stuff is very precious to me.
I can't like say that my favorite Gojo thing that I've probably gotten is the giant wall scroll.
The $90 wall scroll that we didn't know was $90 until we had to pay for it.
And then also we got like a figure of like Gojo like sitting and looking up, and he looks really cute.
Oh yeah, I have a Lucario from the same company.
Yeah. And also Bebo, my giant, very
Bebo.
soft and mochi belly bolt plushie. I love Bebo. I love my fuzzy Bulbasaur too. His name is Cabbage. And but just there's a lot. Also my fluffy tandem mouse.
Yo-Yo and Gert.
Yeah, they're married. Their names are Yo-Yo and Gert, and together they're the yogurt couple.
Yeah, we critical mass. Our room is very small.
Like,
There's just not enough space.
it's just like in Japan, hotel rooms are generally small. Japan is not known for having a lot of space. So we have to like kind of like stack up the plushies in a pile inside a bag and stuff. There's plushies we got that I have not seen since the day we got them.
Yeah.
Because they're just
Like, I'll
somewhere.
occasionally make eye contact with Sandwich, but I haven't seen like any of my sitting cuties since I got them. They're just in there. They're buried.
All my Gojos are somewhere. I'm gonna make an Ida bag, and then I'm gonna make a shrine for him. It's gonna be fantastic. There was surprisingly not as much Genshin and Star Rail stuff as I thought they would be.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the Genshin and Star Rail stuff is like stuff that like you've definitely seen in America. Like, we've definitely seen in America, so we just like didn't get any of it. We went to get the Aqua King Blades, there was a lot of like nice like a lot of like Aqua merch, so of course I got Kanan stuff.
Vimy is going to at some point before we leave make us go back because she keeps talking about how she didn't get enough. She's like genuinely sad about it.
I'm like it's like I'm getting like a lot of serious FOMO because like a lot of it is like keychains that like are like, because like Aqua stuff is like they don't produce Aqua stuff anymore, especially now that Aqua has confirmed disbanded. So like it's like so difficult to find Aqua stuff, and I like love Kanan. I love Kanan so much. She's my baby girl. Like, I mean, I didn't say like we were like for sure gonna go back. I was like, if we like, you know, like
we're gonna end up going back.
We're gonna go back. I'm not gonna get like a lot more, but just like there were a couple of keychains that like I was like really considering getting, but I was like I shouldn't, but like I keep thinking about them, and I know I'm gonna keep thinking about them if I don't like get it.
Tomorrow is gonna be a full day of simping because we're doing maid cafes.
We're doing maid cafes.
We're doing
tomorrow.
a maid cafe run tomorrow. We're going to visit all the maid cafes that we wanted to visit in Akihabara. So we're going to be simping for cute maids, and then after that we're going right back to double the danso cafes, and then we're going to be simping over hot women dressed as hot anime boys.
Aw, yeah.
This is the full day of simping. Oh, hi, Cookie.
Cookie tired.
Cookie's tired. Is Cookie tired or is Numi tired?
I'm not about today.
Okay, I think it's Numi that's tired. I think that's Numi's signal that she wants to go back to sleep. I did wake her for the stream. She was like, I'm gonna take a nap. And I was like, okay, but we stream. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap before we stream. And I woke her up and she was like, oh.
No, literally, like the first noise I made was a groan.
Yeah. But the thing is like, I wanted, initially we were going to stream yesterday, but then we got back from Tokyo Disney Sea and we were in so much pain.
It was not happening. It was not gonna happen. Like, I don't even remember eating dinner. Yeah. Like, that's how exhausted I was.
Crazy. And then I was like, okay, then we'll do it tomorrow because it's a hot spring day, so it'll be pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because I was like, well, we can't do it tomorrow because we're gonna be drunk off our ass and we're gonna get back past midnight because we're gonna be at double. So yeah, that is the end plan. Although it's Saturday tomorrow, so we might try to get there a little bit earlier, like we did like earlier, because it might get crowded.
Irregardless, yeah, we will update you guys on Twitter. We will post the pictures that we got from the Samoyed and cat cafes. Like, we'll pick out some of our favorites
and post them on Twitter.
On Twitter,
so you guys can look at that. But yeah, I think we talked about everything we've done. We might we may not be able to stream again until we're in Korea.
Yeah.
But
Because
once
it's gonna be a little hectic trying to like get all of our shit together and like kind of like finish out like the rest of our like to-do list.
Yeah. But we will tell you guys all about everything else we did in Japan once we're in Korea. 펭귄님하고 보코님 좀 있으면 우리 한국 가요. Yeah, and once we're there, we may not be able to stream that much for the first week while we're in Korea because we're not gonna be in Seoul. We're gonna be in Daejeon with family, and their internet is like fine, but I don't know if it's stream level okay. We'll have to check.
No, I don't think it is. And also, like, we want to like spend like maximum time with
Our grandmother with cancer.
Yeah. You don't have to say it like that.
I'm coping. I'm sorry. I'm sad about it. Anyway, I cope with humor. I'm really sorry. But yeah, we want to spend as much time with family as possible, and then we are going to be in Seoul. So once we're in Seoul and in our hotel, the internet will probably be better.
Yeah, we'll try to make a bit more of like an advanced notification of the next time we stream, because this one was a little we made the announcement a little late.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
팬미팅까지는 안 될 것 같은데. 팬미팅인데 두 명이야. 뿌뿌. 팬미팅인데 두 명이야. 펭귄님하고 포코님. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. We'll be posting those pictures, so keep an eye out on our Twitter. We're gonna post them in a second after we end stream. Thank you guys for joining us for Nyancast episode 2. We hope you guys had fun. I drew a silly little thing for it. I hope you guys like it because
It's very cute.
yeah, because I decided, because we were like, oh well, we're not gonna do, we can't do models, but then like I was like, oh, but like vtuber, but like I didn't want it to just be PNG. I wanted it to be something like at least a little bit special, and then I was like inspired by the Popcat. I was like, well, what if it's just that? And
it's Nyancast.
Yeah, it's Nyancast. I took the, I don't know who came up with Nyancast last stream, but I liked it. We're taking it, we're running with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like maybe we'll even continue the Nyancast like thingy. Make it like a whole like podcast series.
Yeah,
when we get back to
who needs
the
Zatsu?
US.
It's
yeah,
just Nyancast.
it's a Nyancast.
But those will probably actually have our moving models.
Yeah, and we'll like have little mics.
Yeah. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We hope you had fun. We had fun talking to you and keeping you guys up to date. Yeah, we missed you guys. I'm glad we got to squeeze
Shut up,
another
Warhog.
one in before we. That's just a Zatsu. It's a Nyancast.
That's a Nyancast.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go to sleep. It is 2 a.m. here now.
Yeah. It's a little late.
Yeah. We'll see you guys again probably in Korea. Thank you guys. Thank you. We love you very much.
Mwah.
Mwah. We miss you every day. And as much fun as I am here, I am constantly kind of like, oh man. I am also still excited to like go back home and get to stream like with our full setup and stuff.
Yeah, and then like because there's like new games coming out. There's a new Atlas game like Metaphor Fantasio or something.
Also, I miss the babies.
I miss the babies so much. We video call them sometimes, and they'll like hear our voices, and their ears will perk up, but they like think we're ghosts.
We'll keep you guys updated on Double tomorrow.
Yeah,
on who is going to be passing away. It may be both of us. It may be one of us. It may be neither of us. Best case scenario. But yeah. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Arigato. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you are, whatever your time zone is. We're going the fuck to sleep. So nice from us.
Nice.
We love you guys very much. We'll see you again in like 2 weeks-ish, probably.
Yeah, like 2 weeks-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe like more like maybe like a week and a half.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Okay.
We will see you then. Until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, be good to yourself, people around you. We love you. We love you. What's your do?
What's your me?
Annyeonghaseyo.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.